everybody, how's it going? This is Fandom Empire Live. The date is January the 15th, 2021. I am one of your hosts for, I was going to say this evening, but like, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 5 o'clock do you call 5 o'clock the evening, or do you call it the afternoon? See, calling 5 o'clock the evening might imply that you're old and ready to go to bed, and that about sums up how I'm feeling lately. So, without further ado, though, one of the guys that you're here to see, he's the co-host around these parts, number 2 at Fandom Empire. It's Mr. Tommy B. What's happening, dude?
I call 5 o'clock the evening. For me, that's when the evening starts.
5 o'clock's when the evening starts?
5 o'clock is when the evening starts.
Huh. I see you got a new background there, man.
Yeah. Some things are a little crooked. I gotta play with that, maybe play with the lighting a little bit, but I felt the need to change things up, and I gotta tell you, I am loving it. Got any thoughts?
You need more Halloween. You got no Halloween back there.
I do need more Halloween. That is a legitimate problem. You are right.
I see, it looks like Supernatural, lots of Star Wars. And even the Supernatural's kind of hard to make out. In fact, the only reason I know they're Supernatural is you've told me before that they're Supernatural.
Yeah, you've seen it in the past. This is mostly just a cobble together of stuff I already have. I am planning on changing it up at some point in the future. Yeah,
well, I'm gonna have to like send you a Halloween poster or something, or maybe you're just waiting for that Halloween Kills poster to drop and show off that new mask and some blood colors and. And wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now you have a little bit of an idea what the actual poster contains. Look for the blood. All right, without further ado, let's hope I don't fuck this up. He is not only the creator of this thing right here that's turning its head. Beautiful Halloween Kills mask that we worked together on. I mean, he did most of the work. I just provided a little information on top of what he already had. He is the writer, the director, and one of the stars of the upcoming Halloween fan film, Halloween Demise. We're joined by Mike. You guys might know him as Spooky Clemente. Mike, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing, dude. I'm doing. You nervous to show it off to the public, or you confident and happy?
Bit. I'm confident. I'm very confident.
Okay, so I know we talked at length. So actually, before we get to that, housekeeping. Sorry. So the show notes for this evening, show notes, is we're going to focus on Halloween. We're going to talk about some of the stuff we talked about on last night's stream. But we're also going to sort of kick things off with Mike's movie. And then we're going to leave Mike's movie for a bit. And we're going to talk Halloween. And then we're going to come back to Mike's movie. Because Mike has a big treat in store for all you guys that I can honestly say Tommy and myself have not seen. So our reactions, I guess you won't see our instant reactions to it because it'll take up the whole screen. But our reactions afterwards will be, true. It's not one of those, let's watch the trailer 10 times and then pretend that we've never seen it and record a reaction, because God knows that's what 90% of YouTubers do. This will be a legit reaction to it. So again, we're going to start with Mike's movie, move into some Halloween talk, preview our Patreon stream a little bit that's coming up for this weekend, and answer your guys' questions. And we're going to show Mike's trailer, and then we're going to dissect the trailer and see what he's up to and what's going on. And let's start here, Mike. And Tommy, you can think of some questions that you might have for Mike along the way here. You and I spoke. We talked about your last fan film, Hellfire. I know there's been creative changes just in terms of a writing aspect and who's in it for this new film. But I also know that you took the time to upgrade your hardware as well going into the new film. What made you decide that you wanted to, instead of, taking half a year off or a year off, just get right back into the saddle and go at it again? Because, making a fan film is fun. And I can speak for everybody that was a part of Haddonfield the Vanished in November. It was an amazing experience that we loved. But at the same time, it was kind of like, and even though we got a lot more to do on it, It's like, oh man, finally I get a break. I can step away from this for a few weeks. And you just wanted to get right back in the saddle, man. So why the quick turnaround, and what's different without giving too much away this time around?
We were all, like, when it ended, we were all really sad to say goodbye. And right after it ended, we were all thinking of, like, ways to come back, and we were all so excited to come back. So once it ended, I just got so excited, so I just started writing, and I got a lot of help from my friend Nick, and he started writing, and we made a lot of progress really fast with it. And after that, I messaged everyone. I was like, would you guys be okay to do another one, like, really soon? Everybody was game for it, so I was just like, all right, we're pushing forward. We pushed forward and got a really good camera, a lot of really good equipment, a huge cast, and that just kept pushing more and more forward. And everybody that helped was, like, ridiculously amazing, and I can't thank anyone enough for how much help they gave me.
So the whenever you're not talking, try to mute Mike, just so you get a lot of background noise going over there. I see Nick in the chat says he's got a badass screenplay writer. I wonder why Nick's saying that. Putting two and two together, I'm assuming that's the Nick you're referring to. Intel Wilden with a super chat. Let's see that trailer. We're going to get to it in a bit here. What are we at now? 5:15. So in about 15, 20 minutes time, we're going to get the trailer, and then we're going to dissect it, and we'll probably play it multiple times, because in my opinion, when you watch a trailer, although I think this is 3 minutes long, it's still, you want to watch it multiple times. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. This is not a trailer to the actual movie, but rather a trailer for not an Indiegogo campaign, or as Toronto Freddy likes to say, an Indiegogo fuck yourself. This is a trailer for your GoFundMe campaign to raise the funds in order to shoot a more or less a feature-length movie, or does it act as a trailer to the movie as well?
It's more of a teaser just for the GoFundMe, because the teaser's on a lot smaller scale than the actual trailer's going to be. So this was just to show that we got a new camera and the new story and the new plan with everything. So a little bit of the story is in the teaser, but it's not easy to pick apart. And I made sure of that.
It's, I mean, I can vouch the process. I can tell you one thing. I'm not the only person that had issues with Indiegogo. The nice thing is you start to search online, and you join some forums and some message boards, and it turns out that sometimes it goes smoothly with them, and other times it doesn't. And sadly, it wasn't one of those smooth times for us. I do like that you're going with GoFundMe. I think it's not... I mean, I feel like a lot of people just immediately go to Indiegogo. I wish I would have taken more time and done a GoFundMe or something else that would have been a little bit smoother and more international friendly. Julian wants to know, where can we find your channel and the trailer? Mike, Julian, we're going to debut the trailer on this channel, and then afterwards you'll be able to check out Mike's channel and watch the trailer. Well, 7 o'clock tonight, right? Is that when it goes live?
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock tonight. So, it's very intriguing. I can't wait to see. What can you tell us about your GoFundMe goals?
The goals for GoFundMe we set at $5,000, and with the goal we're setting, it's a lot for makeup effects, some more supplies for the camera and for the stabilizer we're running, and then for like wardrobe, props and stuff. And then this way we could really expand on a way bigger scale with this film.
I know a lot of people have been like sort of poking us and being like, hey, you gonna do a Star Wars fan film? And this is kind of like, can we get through Haddonfield to Vanished first? Like, I'm thrilled that you have the ability to be able to shoot right now, because that's not an option up here in Canada. We are under a severe lockdown, where to the point like people are getting fined for being out and about if it's not for what's the word I'm looking for? Like main services, basically. Tommy, you got anything for Mike here before we dive into a little Halloween talk?
Sure, why the hell not? So, bearing in mind the state of the world and everything, Mike, what would you say has been your biggest challenge so far working on this project?
Biggest challenge has been learning how to use the stabilizer, because it's so different and tricky from anything, because like it has its own way of functioning and you need to adapt to that. And it's like it's just weird. So it's been a huge challenge for me to learn it, my girlfriend to learn it, and then the camera girl to learn it. So that's the biggest thing. Other than that, everything has just been a really smooth move, which I'm very happy about.
Let's
Sweet.
let's give your girlfriend a bit of a shout out here. Look, I can speak from experience on both sides of the spectrum, actually, is when you have a significant other and you enter a project that one's going to take up time and money, whether they're involved or not, you got to have that person's support, because if you don't, then things get dicey and it doesn't go as smooth as it could be. It's added stress, etc. And everything that you've told me, whether it's Hellfire or now the upcoming Demise, sounds like you have a pretty supportive, significant other. How has she helped you in the process, and how much easier is it for you knowing that you have her full support?
She's helped me with everything, and from doing makeup to the writing to the camera work, everything that I've ever needed help with, she's just there for. She's extremely supportive, and it's just making things so much easier, because I know for a fact, like, if I need help with something, she's going to be there. Or if I need a second opinion on something, she's going to give me 100% honesty, and everything just is so smooth now. It's a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful.
No, for sure. I get where you're coming from here. Okay, so let's take a step away from Mike's movie for a second. We're going to come back to it. Halloween, dude. Halloween, the big talk in the chat yesterday. I gotta bear with me here. Yeah, it's called Marriage, Sean. Well, Frank, our buddy Frank, more than 50% of marriages, I don't know if you know this, man, don't end very well. I think it's like 70% of marriages end up in divorce, and you can bet that 90% of those 70% of marriages that end up in divorce end up in fucking just bullshit hell. I can vouch for that. Been there, done that. And I won't say any more in case she happens to come across the stream. But yeah. No, I get
I'm the negative one. Wow.
Well, no, people just, I know Frank's, tongue-in-cheek here, but just because you're married to someone or engaged to someone doesn't mean you're going to have their full support on any decision they make. And if so, I'd like to visit that fairy tale land. But anyway, so people are blowing up our inboxes and our YouTube comment section. It's just like, no, dude, Jason Blum said the movie is not moving. And so we talked about this on last night's stream, Mike. I think you might have been in the chat for a bit of it. Look, the fall schedule is getting jam-packed. And again, there was more word today. I think this time it was from Collider that Venom is eyeing moving their movie back into the fall, too. So as Halloween becomes more crowded, I know you have some bias to want the October 29th date, but that aside, doesn't it make a lot more sense for them to be reviewing and looking at a possible change of when and how they're going to drop the movie when you have 5, 6, 7 blockbusters that are all going to be released around the same time?
I think the 29th would work a lot more, just because it's way closer to Halloween, so I think it's setting a lot more of the mood. And I really hope that they do it on the 29th, not only because it's my birthday, but I just think from there, then you got the 30th, and then right after that's Halloween. Everyone's going to be like in such a mood to go see Halloween Kills.
Valid, true. I also think that's one, like, I mean, you don't really want to go into November with the 2 big movies already there and probably a third, but who knows. Matt Whitfield sends in a super chat. Maybe you guys can help me out at this one, because I have no idea where he's going with this. I'm trying catch Liz Taylor in Marriage Goals. I totally over my head. I have no idea where you're going with that, Matt. Is it bad that I don't know who Liz Taylor is? Anybody have that? Tommy, Matt, or Mike? No idea who Liz Taylor is. All right.
First person who pops up is someone who's been dead for about 10 years. I don't think that's the right person.
Maybe it is. Maybe it led to that. Maybe it was all marriage's fault.
Okay.
Who knows, though? Mike, let me ask you, if Universal goes the route of selling this thing to a streaming service, maybe not exclusively so they can still release it in theaters, would you be disappointed that the first time seeing Halloween Kills might be on your TV or your girlfriend's TV or whatever, instead of experiencing it in an IMAX theater?
I definitely will be, because it was pushed back for the reason of it to become, well, not solely the reason, but it was pushed back and told that it was going to be an IMAX, and I'm sure we'll still be getting an IMAX, but I definitely want to be the first thing I see is like experience it in IMAX, because I think that would just be, me personally, I've never done IMAX, so I think that would just be the best way to see it. And if it comes out in IMAX like 2 weeks later after it comes out on VOD, I'm waiting to see it on IMAX.
Wait, hang on. You've never seen a movie in IMAX?
Not that I remember.
Wow, that's stunning, man. Like
in all fairness, I've only seen 1 or 2 movies in IMAX.
Yeah,
I've seen The Force Awakens in IMAX. I've seen The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises in IMAX. I've seen a couple other Nolan films in IMAX. IMAX is just such a beautiful presentation of how to do a movie visually and audio. It's just, I don't think there's a better movie going experience than sitting down, watching just this gigantic IMAX screen with the sound quality and with the visual representation that it would have. It's amazing. So, if I could encourage anybody, if this movie still comes out in theaters, and that's the primary way to see it, please, for the love of God, spend the extra, $4? To go see it in IMAX. I think it's like $4 premium up here in Canada. Spend the extra $4 or $5. Go see it in Canada, you know? Jade Beggs. Who's she? No, I'm kidding. We may need to get divorced before we get married if you keep up with the embarrassment of not knowing who Liz Taylor is. Hey, these two didn't know who Liz Taylor is, and one of them's married and the other one has a significant other, so...
The name is familiar, but I didn't know who the person was. I didn't read the bio either.
Oh, man. All right, so we're about 20 minutes into this thing, and I could talk more Halloween, and we can talk more Halloween a little bit later and get to the chat a little bit later, and there's so many things we can throw out there. But I think right now, because I know you have a lot of people in the chat, Mike, that know you right now, I'm ready to see this. How's everybody else feeling? Everybody else ready to watch watch the GoFundMe trailer or teaser for Mike's Halloween Demise? Mike, you ready?
I'm ready.
Frank says Cleopatra. Never heard of it. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I've heard of that, but yeah. Intel Wilding with the super chat. Sean, I know you didn't like Avatar, but did you see it in IMAX? It was like an orgasm for your eyes. Okay, so yeah, I seen Avatar in IMAX. It was spectacular. The movie sucks, in my opinion. It's just a terrible, watered down. You know, it felt like the Blue Man Group on a just this wild, you know, Amazon type adventure. And some of the acting in it was not very good. But the 3D stuff on IMAX was so good for that movie that like I had to take my glasses off like an hour into the movie because it was just destroying my eyes. No movie has come close to replicating what Avatar did in 3D and on the IMAX screen. So yeah, no, Intel, I get what you're saying there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we present to you Halloween Demise. Mike, mute your mic. Well, there you have it. That was the GoFundMe teaser for Halloween Demise by Mike and his team. Dude, I gotta tell you, man. And I'm gonna be blunt here because I was blunt with you. I thought that a lot of the shit, as I almost spill everything over the Rodecaster Pro.
Don't do that.
Nope, that'd be bad. That'd be the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I thought what you were trying to do with Halloween Hellfire was really, really cool. And I thought that the lighting in it didn't do what you guys were trying to do any justice. It was really hard to see at times. And I know you voiced your concerns over that. There is none of those issues in this teaser. The teaser was really well put together. I absolutely love the cover theme of Mr. Sandman. That is fan-fucking-tastic. I don't know who did it. But wow, that's great, man. This, like, the camera, when we're following it through the house, is really, really good. You know, because at least for me, I don't know about the rest of you, I'm watching that, and I'm like, oh, okay, so we're seeing what Michael's seeing. But we're not. It's you're going to see Michael later, so it throws the audience for a loop right off the bat. The music's good. I thought it was just tremendous, man. Project absolutely worth supporting. And I will say this: I do remember that you told me to not turn it off until the very, very end. The jump scare got me. Nobody could see it, but the jump scare absolutely got me. It looked incredible, man, and it sounded incredible. Tommy, over to you, man.
Yeah, you know, when you see the trailers for a lot of different fan projects, those who are... They don't always get the audience's attention. They don't get you involved. I gotta tell you, that was also not a problem here. I really just enjoyed what I just saw. You know, the jump scare kind of got me. It wasn't coming through the audio all that great on our end, so I ended up pulling up the video with a slight delay, and the audio was all fine on there with the audience. Now, the jump's not what caught me, because it got spoiled that it was coming for me with my little preview in the corner of my screen. What got me earlier in the trailer was the squish with the smash. Oh, oh, that was fantastic. Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
The sound design too on. I know obviously for a bit we hear Loomis talk there, and like the echo that we get, and obviously you have the one shot that's like completely taken from Halloween Kills in the little teaser that looks spectacular. It was really well put together, man. I think you got something here. Again, the only thing I would preach is don't rush anything. Take your time. It's a project absolutely worth donating to. I know we're going to donate to it. It looks fantastic, man. It really is an improvement and a step up. I wish there was a way to go back and, like, obviously the more you fuck around with things in post, there's only so much you can do without everything getting grainy and it not looking the way it should. But it'd be nice to see Hellfire again with better lighting. Correct me if I'm wrong. So is Demise a sequel to Hellfire? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, and there will be a little bit of Hellfire in Demise that we're gonna happily be reshooting, so that should be fun. So, but yeah, it's a continuation of Demise or Hellfire.
The other thing, I've seen someone, it might have been Michael Stapp in the chat, they said something about, do you see too much of the eyes? Look, from one fan filmmaker to another, everybody has different, like, preferences of what they like with Michael. There's so many different versions of Michael Myers, the Boogeyman, the Shape. Some people love to see the eyes. I mean, some people love the H2O masks where, like, you see in my opinion, way too much of the eyes. Mike has a incredible prop for the one damaged eye. I've seen it myself. And he prefers to show the eyes, and we prefer not to show the eyes. You can have two different decisions from two different people doing projects and still have them be the right decisions for those projects. And so I honestly didn't mind the eyes being shown in it at all. I thought it was really cool. Honestly, my favorite part of that is probably the beginning where the camera's going through and Mr. Sandman starts. And I don't know if anybody else got that perspective, but for me, it was like, we are Michael. We're seeing what Michael's seeing. So then when you find out you're not Michael, it's like, oh, that's just a badass shot then. Cool. And I dug it. It was really, really good. What else do you want to add, man, before we play the trailer for a second time? What else do you want to add in terms of what we saw, what your goals are, what you're hoping to do here?
Well, that opening scene, that was supposed to do that. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm happy you commented on that. We're really aiming to make this one of the biggest Halloween fan films, where we got a ton of gore effects lined up, and the story, the people who read it, and Nick that I wrote it with, it's such an amazing story, and it's so far from kills. So it's something that we made sure has never been done before, either fan film or big screen. Mm-hmm. It's way different.
Nice. Now, one of my other favorite parts that we got to see there is the knife selection. That's a pretty big fucking knife, man. How big's that knife? And if you don't mind saying, what did something like that run you? Because I know the bigger sizes you go up with knives, the more expensive it gets.
The knife is 10 inches, or the blade is 10 inches. I think it's worth $150.
Yeah.
But we recreate it with resin, and then dulled down metal hero, which is handmade. So we cheat some things, but we just have one solid real knife that we use for scenes like that.
A lot of people don't understand how much things like this cost. Like very minor stuff. I know someone that we let go from our project was like, I don't understand how you guys are spending $500 on food for 2 days away. It's like we spent $500 on food because we were gone for 2.5 days and we fed 15 fucking people, you know? It wasn't like getting by on scrapes. Fan films cost a lot of money, you know? Mike said his goal's $5,000. That's about 7,000 Canadian, if I'm correct, in and around there. And you know they're not cheap to do. Whenever you can cut corners, you cut them. You save wherever you can. Haddonfield Advantage went over budget, and it's going to continue to go over budget. It's just the way it worked out. But with Halloween Demise here, dude, I'm not saying I expected it to be shit, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I just didn't expect some of the creative choices that you made in this teaser, and I think you benefited for it. I thought it was really well done. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to watch the teaser one more time, and then we're going to come back. Mike will have his final thoughts, and Tommy and I will have our final thoughts on what we've seen the second time around. Mike can close up with the movie. Then we'll go to the chat. So if the chat has anything they want to add on Mike's movie, Halloween in general, the movie industry in general, or things that are coming up with Fandom Empire, feel free to comment in the chat now. Don't forget, if you want to be guaranteed to have your question read on air, feel free to send a super chat. If not, we'll get to as many of the chats as we can. Let's watch this thing one more time, guys. Which would be, you sent it via Messenger, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to just expose my messenger to everybody. I accidentally closed the window. So, all right, let's have a look at this one more time here. Where are we? I'm so used to talking to you on Instagram, dude, that I'm like, I can't find your messenger. You're sure you sent it? Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. One more time. Halloween Demise. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Halloween Demise for the second and final time here on this stream. Dude, I'm proud of you. I think it looks amazing. It's really shows that when you put your mind to it and you have the support that you need, you can get things done. And I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked that it also seems like you're dead set on this thing coming out in October, which is awesome. Take your time. Don't rush it. Anything else you want to add? Obviously, you're looking to raise the money via GoFundMe, which is fantastic. Where could everybody find the GoFundMe at? And are you offering any perks or anything of that sort? Anything that you need to get out in terms of the promotion of this? The floor is yours, man.
Yeah, so the GoFundMe is going to be found in the description of the teaser, and it's also going to be in my Instagram profile. Instagram is SpookyClemente. There is going to be perks. Should I read them out? Because there's a lot.
Yeah, feel free, man.
Yeah, let me pull them up on my phone.
Actually, do you have a graphic? Or are they just written up?
Yeah, it's up right now. If you go on the link in the YouTube video, it should pull up.
All right. Alrighty. Working on this.
I'll tell you what, a second time of seeing that trailer, and I still really freaking enjoyed it. Thank you, Mike. It's a fantastic project. Props to you and the whole team.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Bear with me here, Mike.
Well, we've had some new visitors in the chat for this stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. If you're new to our channel, check us out on the Fandom Empire Den. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. I think I got all the bases covered. Am I missing anything, Sean?
Nope. That's generally the shtick we go with, but I believe there's a super chat in there if you want to read it. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now, right?
Oh, yes, he did. He did. Mauricio Albishore from Halloween Fans, Halloween Fans Memes that I regularly share too. Great show, guys. Wouldn't it be great if they would make plays for Halloween during Halloween time? Much love from Halloween Fans Memes. Absolutely. And thank you for having a good group out there. I enjoy catching up, following everything that gets posted in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, sorry, I wanted to be the, hang on.
Thank you so much.
There we go. I wanted to intentionally make sure that we were the first one to donate to the campaign. So it was like, there, put the money where your mouth is and make sure you donate to the campaign, as this idiot here, meaning me, closes the campaign before we can read off what's on it. All right. So I'm going to share this. Can we put the campaign link in the chat? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. So here is the link to the campaign, guys. This is what we iterated when it came to Haddonfield to Vanish. Yeah, it's great when people donate hundreds of dollars, or in some cases even more than that. But every dollar counts. $5, $10, $20 helps them get to that goal. So again, if you want to donate to a cool cause, this is the way to do it. And there you have it. There's the link to Mike's GoFundMe. I'm going to pull up screen sharing here again for a second while we go back to your GoFundMe page. So, Mike, why don't you read away what these options are?
So for $10 you get your name in the credits at the end of the film. For $20 you get your name in the credits, and then you get a small Halloween Demise poster. The Halloween Demise poster is the one that you see at the top of the GoFundMe. So that's the poster. My girlfriend painted that. She did an amazing job. For $30 you get a large poster. For $40 you get all of that plus a script. For $50 you get all of that plus a behind the scenes FaceTime call. So when we're filming, we will call you, most likely through Messenger or Skype, and you can hang out with us while we're on set, virtually, watch us film, and hang out with us and be a part of everything. For 100, you get all of that plus a knife signed. For $200, you get all that plus an early screening to the film. So once the film's done, completely edited, then you will be put on the YouTube private link and you can watch it. And then for $300, you get all that, and then a mask, the beginning, you can get a middle, or you can get the end. There's 3 types of masks that we're going to be using.
This feels like an appropriate time for me to jump back in here. Look, for $300, and I know given the times and what everything's going through, what everybody's going through with this pandemic, I can tell you, as a guy that's sitting here, hang on, guys, I'm going to go to a solo shot. As a guy who's sitting here with this, and it won't be this mask, obviously, that was done by Mike, and is just fantastic, and then we have our one that we're using in the movie, out with the rest of our movie stuff. Look, this mask alone is worth $300. That's not, being an ass about it either, or trying to brown nose Mike or anything of that sort. These masks are worth, $300+. And for $300, which I'll be frank, I think that should be more than that. You're getting the mask and everything else. And as Mike stated, there's 3 different types of masks. I think that should probably be valued at least $500. But if they're going to stick with $300, guys, you're basically paying for one of his masks and getting everything else extra. Again, I know it doesn't go live till 7. Mike, if I could offer you one piece of advice, you don't have to take it, because what the fuck do I know, as some commenters were telling me this morning. I would up that. I know we just advertised it as $300, but these masks are $300 a piece. I think that's worth that for you guys. Anyway, though, that's spectacular, man. You're offering a whole lot for very little, and it's just incredible to see it coming together. Is there does GoFundMe, so for Indiegogo, we had 2 options. We could do 60 days or we could do 30 days, basically. And we chose the 30 days because of how fast we had to get into filming before the second wave of the pandemic came. And of course it's come, and now we can't do shit. Is there a time limit on GoFundMe? Or are you just going to take your time until you get to the goal and do it when you need to do it?
It's more of we're going to take our time with it, but if it's cutting too close to shooting, and wherever we're at from there, so we have around 2 months. So I think for 2 months, if we're able to run it for that long. But yeah, we're going to be running it for around 2 months.
Run it as long as you can, man. We really sort of cuffed ourselves by not running it as long as we could, but Julian's like, that much for Matt? Dude, yeah. Dude, masks are not fucking cheap. This guy right here below Tommy and I has the best rates for arguably the best quality masks you're going to get. And if you don't want to take my word for it, Intel Wild's about to get a couple of masks. Jamie Maurer is about to get his. I know for a fact Travis Middleton got his yesterday because he reached out the second he got it. He's like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Some people are charging up for $1,000 for these masks. Now, the going rate's typically $400 or $500. And Mike is far lower than that. And you'll notice starting next week on our channel, we have a stream on Thursday. It's Fandom Empire Live. You'll notice that Mike has an advertisement at the end of our videos starting next week where you'll be able to contact him and order a mask outside of the GoFundMe stuff. So if you want to do Halloween Kills or Halloween Kills Extreme or whatever else Mike is offering, you can do with that. And again, you will not find a better deal than what Mike does. I don't know if you guys seen it. Dave McRae was having some fun with what some people were charging for absolute garbage. I shit you not. Again, I'll hold it up there one more time. This right here is anything but garbage. And Mike, I was on, not streams, but like video calls with Mike as he was doing this. And I know everyone's like, oh, that's That's a cool Halloween Kills mask. This Halloween Kills mask was out way before anything hit the net officially about Halloween Kills. So there you have it. Mike the Mask Maker, as I like to call him, but Spooky Clemente. Dude, big day for you, man. You get to show off the masks. You showed off the trailer. It launches officially at 7 o'clock tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank and anything else you want to get in there before we turn things over to the chat for a bit?
Yeah, thank everyone that's helped me and anyone that supports this film. It's going to be an amazing, amazing film, and I can guarantee that. I forgot to add, there's 2 posters. Completely forgot to add this. There's 2 posters. The one that you see on the GoFundMe, and then the one that is over the teaser trailer. Just the teaser. That's the deluxe poster that I think is posted. It's red, same poster, but it's red with some extra blood and stuff.
Oops, I didn't do it. Anybody else you wanna thank, man? It sounds like a pretty big team project going on.
Yeah, definitely. Julia, the camera girl, she does amazing. My girlfriend, her makeup in this is, from what we've been practicing, especially yesterday with certain makeup that we did, is insane. My parents have been supporting me a lot through this, and everyone else that's coming back to help create this. And my girlfriend's little sister, she's the girl that you see in that. She is an amazing, amazing part to this film, and I can't wait to film more because it's what we have planned with the whole team and everything. I don't want to say the size of the cast, but with the size of everything, it's ridiculous. It's going to be amazing.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Okay, so it's just something I do with everybody that comes on, even people we've known for several years. We like to throw people on the spot. If I had to guess, your girlfriend is sitting in that room with you somewhere on her phone commenting on the chat, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is she willing to come on camera and let us know from her firsthand experience what it was like to film that teaser? And more importantly, Mike, she would have firsthand experience on just how hard you're working during this time. If not everybody wants to come on cam. I know there's a big difference between being recorded and being live. I get it. But those that are closest to us generally have an idea how obsessively and how hard we work on these projects. And it'd be cool to have her take, but if not, then we totally understand. Intel Wilden with a super chat. He says, when I get mine next week, I'll give you my honest opinion on them, everyone, but they look great already. William Bauer says, basic trick-or-treat studio mask, $60. Custom made equals $300 easy. Does he only have masks for his films? Does he take orders? Mike, quickly, could you answer that? He says, William says, or asks, pardon me, basic trick-or-treat studios mask, $60 American. Custom made mask equals $300 easy. Does he only have masks for his films, or does he take orders? I know part of that, but I don't know how many different masks you're offering at this point.
I do any. I take orders. If you send me a mask, or if you want a mask, I could do it. From 2018 to Kills to if you want to customize masks, I could do it. So whatever you want regarding masks or coveralls or anything, I can get it done.
All right. So there you have it. He can do more than just kill stuff, but it looks like she's ready to give her 2 cents. So, Brianna, you've had you've had an opportunity to obviously be super close to Mike during this time, and you were part of Hellfire. Now you're part of Demise. One, what was it like creating the teaser for this GoFundMe campaign? And 2, just how hard is he working his ass off on this? Because I watched him up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning one time making masks, so I can only imagine how much he's obsessing over everything.
He works his ass off every single day. He puts in all his effort, and being part of the filming crew and, filming every day and helping him, get to his goals is so amazing to be involved in everything. I am a huge horror fan, and when he, gave me the opportunity to be involved in this, I was super duper happy and excited to be part of the crew. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of work, but it's so much fun, and I enjoy every single second of it. I really do.
That's awesome, man. I love that you have the support of your significant other. As I said earlier, if you don't, it would just make things a nightmare. And I know Jade upstairs knows how just endlessly we worked around Vanished, and we'll be going back to that when the pandemic settles down. But to have someone on screen, off screen, supporting you in every way, that's incredible. What's next for you guys on this journey? Is it just a matter of waiting to see how the GoFundMe does, or do you have more stuff that you can put out or do in the meantime?
We have a few more things planned. I'd like the photos I sent you. I'm still going to be putting those out too. But yeah, we have a few things planned, regardless of how everything goes with the GoFundMe. There's going to be a few other things.
Definitely. Awesome. Good stuff. Tommy, you have anything you want to add, man? We're going to head over to the chat for the last 5 minutes or so here before we wrap up.
Nothing new. I just want to reiterate it one more time. Like, all of y'all who put this together, it was wonderful. It was engaging. There was a time a few months ago where I was going through fan film after fan film after fan film. And I have to tell you, some of them, they just don't hook you. And if you want to look at trailers, it's even more so. But I'm legitimately excited about this project. I want to see what comes next. I want to see more. So thank you for coming on, and both of you, and sharing this with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Let's head over to the chat, guys. Anybody else that wants to post anything in the chat, this is your last opportunity to do so. Already, Gronk says, let's get it. We got some talk about Avatar going on. People absolutely dig that rendition of Mr. Sandman, dude. Whose idea was it to use that?
Mine.
Yeah.
Let me. I forgot who did it. It's honestly such a great song. Let me find it.
It's really, really good. I know the lead singer of July Talk ended up doing a cover version of CCR's Bad Moon Rising, and we used it on one of our old fan films. It was just incredible, but I've never heard that rendition. I always wanted a different sounding Mr. Sandman, so the fact that plays all through it, just the music choice alone, dude, is so important while doing a teaser, whether it's for your campaign or the actual movie itself. Look at Dune. Dune, I know we had some talk about this going on yesterday on our stream, but Dune visually looks incredible, but whatever musical selection they made for that trailer was enough to make people go, oh my God, this is terrible. And you didn't make that mistake. You nailed it, man. So who's it by?
It's by SYML, just named Mr. Sandman. It is, for the teaser, I lowered the pitch, but other than that, it's, even if it's just a great song. Listen to it with headphones. It makes it 1,000 times better.
If there's children watching, now's the time to put them away, because Frank Riker said he has a semi, or a semi, if you know what he means. Daniel says Michael Myers is going to win in Halloween Kills, but I feel Allison and Michael will both die together. You think everybody's just going to die in Halloween Kills? And what the hell's going to happen in Halloween Ends?
Yeah, I want to know. I want the answer to that question. What's going to be Halloween Ends? Is Michael going to fall off a cliff or what?
Now, I'm assuming he's not just brown-nosing you here, but Nick says, yeah, the jump scare got me too. He knew the jump scare was coming, I'm pretty sure, and it still got him. So, I mean, that's saying something. When you know to expect something and it still gets you, hell yes. Is it Joel? Is that how you pronounce that? Joel C., the hammer shot was sick. Anthony Stanfield says, that was an awesome trailer. Really well done, Spooky. Ash Williams says, listen up, primitive screwheads, like the Tim video. Yeah, so guys, when you click the thing that looks like this, a thumb, helps the video get distributed and more people find it. So click the thumb and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I know we'll have, oh my God, that was trippy as hell. Did anybody else just see that?
I'm not looking at the screen.
Wow, that was... Dude, it's a good thing I'm not high at the moment because that wouldn't have gone well. Nick Gilchrist said, as the writer, I can confirm this fan film will be far from kills. That's good, some variety. Justin says, can confirm knife is going to be huge. And Frank Riker adds in, so my semi is going to be full wood if you play it again. I think that was after the first time. No, dude, it looks incredible. The chat is super positive. Justin says, question for Spooks. Are you having a spot to have people give you feedback about the film and suggestions, like a group chat?
Yeah, we're going to be opening up a group chat after the teaser drops. I'm going to be posting a poll, or I'm going to be posting something on my story to know who wants to join. So go on my Instagram at SpookyClemente, and around 7 it's going to be posted. So if you want to join a group chat, talk about it, and talk about what you thought or your opinions on everything, then feel free.
What else do we have? William asked, Mike, what's your address to order? Well, Mike's not going to give away his address, but you can certainly catch him on social media. Where can everybody find you on social media, man?
Instagram is at SpookyClemente. Clemente is spelled Clemente. It is all one word. And once you find me, feel free to send me a message. If you have any questions on anything, then feel free to ask.
I posted in the chat, guys, so you can check it out there. Brad says, congratulations on your endeavors, Mike. And Get Gronk says, I'm going to get a custom mask done soon, and now I know who to have do it. Look at that, dude. You're getting business just like that. William says, call me Bill. Well, William, I'll call you Bill from now on. Maybe change it to Bill Bowers so I don't call you William anymore. And Brutus says, with the return of the character Tommy Doyle in Halloween Kills, what character from any previous Halloween film would you like to see in Halloween Ends? Well, Brutus, we're going to talk about that on the Patreon stream Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire to subscribe today. You're going to want to click on the Lampkin Lane tier, and we're going to discuss not necessarily characters returning to the Halloween franchise, but performers returning to the Halloween franchise. So be on the lookout for that. Melissa Todd wants to know if you were the one that did the Inferno films. I don't believe so.
No.
Although they're decent films. So, anyways, guys, we've hit that point. We are at the end of the show. Mike, final thoughts here as we let you go, bud.
Nothing. I really appreciate everybody's positivity and good wishes towards this film. I can't wait to bring it. And thank you, everybody, for your support.
Awesome. There you go. You can also find the GoFundMe. I'm going to post it one more time in the chat for everybody. Can I post it like this? I think I can. All right. So there you have it. GoFundMe link is in the chat. Check it out. Help Mike out today and their team they have over there. Worthy cause. Looks like a fun film. Can't wait to see it. Mike, where can everybody find you on social media one last time?
Instagram at spookyclemente.com. Clemente is spelled Clemente, all one word. And just send me a message.
Tommy B, man, where can everybody find you at?
Well, you can find me waiting for more on that film. And on social media, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TommyB1650. And on Facebook, check out the Fandom Empire Den, the channel's Facebook group. And check out Future of Halloween, a Halloween group of ours.
Busy times here at Fandom Empire. So probably at some time this weekend, Tommy and I might do our second recording of Smallville reviews. This one would be episodes 5 through 10. If it's not this weekend, it'll probably be early next week at some point. Sunday night's the Patreon stream for Lampkin Lane. Tuesday, the Fandom Empire Star Wars show returns. Later tonight, possibly. I don't know because, Ian's in Korea and I'm in Canada. You might see Across the Stars on the channel very, very late tonight. We'll have to wait and see. And then next week, Fandom Empire Live on Thursday right here. Same channel, same time as usual. And then January the 31st, the Scream hater himself, Frank Riker, and his podcast partner Darren Sands from the Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast join a few of us right here from Fandom Empire to do a Scream watch-along. We know how much Frank doesn't like Scream. That's going to be fun. We got to turn that into a drinking game. That'd be a hell of a stream. For Tommy and Mike, I'm Sean. To everybody in the chat, again, hit the like button, click subscribe, and we'll see you all next time, everybody. Don't forget this guy right here, the Boogeyman, and that guy down there, Mike. His film's coming. Halloween Demise. Donate today, this October. Big time Halloween fan film season. Good night, everybody.